Wait, you're not him. Where's the other interviewer?
The prior session with Agent Gohan did not conclude as planned. The former interviewer is unavailable now. My name is April Lawson, Head of Internal Oversight Division, and this is my colleague, Mr. Brahms, who will be your interviewer today.
Unavailable? You mean...
That will be sufficient, Agent. We must proceed.
My name is Erika von Falken.
Your dossier lists two names. Erika von Falken and Akiko Chishima. Why is that?
Because I have two lives. My father is German, my mother is Japanese. They met in New Jersey, and I grew up there until I was 15, then I moved to Berlin. However, throughout their marriage, neither could accept the other's heritage, so I grew up split. Von Falken for one side and Chishima for the other. But officially, I am registered as von Falken. They live apart, not divorced, but enemies, by pride. I'm 28, and by trade I serve as a police officer, though I suspect you already know that.
Not quite.
I'm sorry?
What interests us is your Interpol connection. You're not a British citizen, so not a constable, nor a detective. And yet here you are in London. Explain in detail, please.
I started as a Polizeikommissarin in Berlin, standard patrol, later promoted to investigative work. I got pulled into cross-border cases involving missing persons and trafficking, which had traces leading outside of Germany. So then my work got noticed by the Federal Criminal Police Office, so they recommended me for a liaison role with the Interpol's Missing Persons and Organized Crime Division. It wasn't glamorous, mostly desk work at first, but it gave me access to international case files, and one of the cases I flagged in Berlin connected directly to disappearances in Britain. Interpol placed me with the NCA as a part of a joint task force. So technically I was seconded there to share intelligence and act as a bridge between Germany and Britain. And that's how I ended up stationed in London, sir.
And you're confident that we can trust you to keep this organization under radar?
Apparently this agency is already acknowledged as an official government activity. If anything, I'm the one who should be skeptical of you and this shady agency.
I can assure you everything we're doing is for the best of our people.
The best of your people?
Pardon?
You claim to be working to save the people from being experimental subjects to Halcyon and Project Paradise, and yet your methods are just as unorthodox as them. The only difference between this organization and the other is the fact that you claim to be using a milder approach in genetic mutations, mask instead of forced mutilations, ruthless training instead of weird serum injections.
Please excuse Mr. Brahms. He can be a little too stern for our liking sometimes. Miss Erika, I understand that our methods may appear as inhuman sometimes, but you must understand that we need to fight evil with evil. In the recruitment contract, we have stated that all agents will be free to leave this organization and allowed to leave freely after this tiring course has ended. We are not forcing you. We just simply needed extra hands. Just until the underground warfare is over. You do understand that, do you? I escaped, Agent.
I've been through worse.
I'd like to apologize on behalf of the organization. We'd like to apologize for any discomfort that we may have caused you. But I do understand that you will be able to push through this. We're aware of your militant background, and we're aware of what you've been through. And that was exactly why we recruited you. You had all of these that we needed for an excellent agent, Erika. Diligent, initiative, steadfast, compassionate. John saw all these through you. He also believes that eventually you may even grow to be a much better agent than him. All of you will be remembered as brave veterans once this is all over. It's tiring work. Sometimes it may even beat you alive, but that's the thing with war. It is ruthless, Erika. It is cruel. Sometimes we may not even know which side is good. The only difference between the two sides is that one attacks and the other defends. But at the end of the day, we're all fighting with us because our leaders are fighting. We're just their soldiers, their troops. But eventually all these fighting, these inhuman activities will all end soon. We just simply had to fight until then. And you know this, because you've been through this before. I've been through this before. Do you need more time?
I'll answer the questions.
Okay.
State your serial ID, please.
V017, tactical operative of recon and interrogation.
And your code name, Agent?
E.C.K.O, Ecko. I was told it meant Ecko Combat Kinetics Operator.
Incorrect. It was actually Experimental Combat Kernel Operative.
Experimental. What does that imply?
Confidential.
Am I an experiment to you?
Confidential.
I couldn't thank you enough for all that pep talk just now, ma'am.
Agent.
Abilities. State them concisely, please.
Echolocation reflex. I also have hypnosis, but short-term suggestion only. Agility and balance beyond human baseline, and I can move without sound, and my reflexes are rapid.
Arsenal.
I use claw gloves, Tesson fans, compact suppressed pistols, and smoke pellets and multi-tool knife.
The fans. Explain.
Sound bounces cleanly, so I throw them into surfaces and listen. The echoes paint where the enemies are before they see me, the enemy's whereabouts.
Weaknesses?
High frequency disruptors destabilizes my echolocation. It drowns me. My range is also very limited. I can only do close and mid-range only. Anything further is guesswork.
Recruitment. How did you enter Vermillion?
Agent Gohan. He was flagged in an unregistered Ford. I don't even know how Ford exists in London, and apparently he was listed for suspicions of high-profiled criminal activities. I moved to detain him, but he shot me with a tranquilizer. And when I woke up, I was back in my house. Except it wasn't my house. Everything was cleaned and organized, and I noticed there was a velvet red business card on my table. His number was on the back.
And did you contact him?
Not immediately, but a friend of mine had asked for help. He said missing persons, Halcyon, Project Paradise. So Vermillion seemed like the only way toward my investigation. So yes, I called.
And the friend?
He's Liam, a wealthy journalist.
Sure, the bloke isn't a threat?
Nothing to be worried of, really. His investigation isn't going anywhere so far.
So far.
I can assure you he doesn't know anything.
After contacting Vermillion, did Agent Gohan immediately train you?
No, ma'am, he didn't.
Pardon?
I was told by other agents that he has specific requirements. It took him almost a month to finally approach me.
Did he show you his face?
What?
He has never shown his face to anyone before. Not until recently. How did you do it?
I don't know.
Are you family?
I don't know.
What do you mean by that?
Current affiliations. Why does Agent Gohan reside in your household?
Because it was safer. He has enemies. It was practical.
We've heard that you've reported him a few times before. Where was that?
A few misunderstandings, that is all. He was a bit difficult at first, but we've resolved past that now.
Personal relations are a liability, Agent. Vermillion must ensure no conflicts of interest happen. You see, a reliable mentor?
Yes, sir, he is.
Your father, Heinrich von Falken. Did John have any relations with your father?
I don't.
Be truthful, Agent. I can excuse lies, but this one, we need to know.
He knew my father.
Elaborate, please.
My father was a German veteran. His path crossed with Gohan's back when he was a still bounty hunter. They shared similar professions. That's it.
Would you describe them as enemies or allies?
I don't know.
Vermillion expects full disclosure.
Then Vermillion will have to expect silence.
Thank you, Agent Ecko. You may be dismissed.
Idioten.
She's still peeping something from us. Take a closer look at this one.
Yes, ma'am.
And be sure to be less hostile next time.
Yes, ma'am.
This concludes the interview log V017 with Agent Erika von Falken, otherwise known as Ecko. Time now recorded as 21:46 hours. The agent remained. Full procedural compliance was not maintained to the end of the interview. Notwithstanding this, there were no incidents of physical hostility during this session, which stands in contrast to the previous interview with Agent Gohan. No restraints were deemed necessary, and no medical attention was required. The agent presented as controlled and lucid, with a clear awareness of procedural limits. Psychological resistance persisted, though remains stable at present. All material obtained will be logged and forwarded accordingly. I will brief the board on today's outcome and await further instruction.
you.